All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stack them up and go racing from Charlotte. Jeremy Edwards gets the pole next to Clay Kirchenbauer. Richie Joplin, Jacob Morgan on the second row. Pudge and Swafford have the third row. Blake Veek and John Chidrick on the fourth. DP Riggins and Russell Worth round out your top 10. Ryan McDaniel starts on 11th with Colby Whipple in 12th. Tyler Ott starts 13th. Brian Hewitt in 14th. Paulo Anacito in 15th. Lance Spawnberg starts 16th. Jarrett Woodard in 17th. Darren Silva 18th. Joshua Friel in 19th. And Aaron Brill starting 20th. Brandon Newby starting tail end of the field. Big turnout in the stands tonight. Make sure you comment and let us know who you're cheering for. Make sure you hit that like button a few hundred times. Share, follow, subscribe, hit all the buttons. Everybody likes pushing buttons. Everybody gets rolling here. A 21 car field tonight. And it looks like they are going to do a one-lap delay of the green. Hey, thanks, Cody. Good luck. Good luck tomorrow. Kevin, I feel like I should say good luck to you too, buddy. Hey, and just an update for a big member of the HTSAI community. William Mann Sr. woke up today, has been talking with his family after the 2 heart attacks just over a week ago. Please help keep him in your prayers and thoughts, and man, I'll be so glad to have him back out on track. One more time around. Barney the Flagman getting ready to go. The final points race of the season. They battle for the title next week at Homestead. Tonight decides the final 5. Down the back straightaway, pace car will pull off out of turn 4. Hearing a lot of talk about the car getting a major aero push behind another car. Out front with clean air is going to be huge here tonight. And here we go. Pace car is in. Jeremy Edwards leads them down. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away at Charlotte. Looks like somebody on that inside line did not get a great start. How many drivers are going to play it safe here in the early going? You can expect a few cautions tonight. Edwards is going to come around and lead lap 1. We've got cars off track on the front stretch. Now the caution's out. Blake Veek and Justin Swafford involved. Oh, Morgan got a little bit loose. Looks like he clipped Swafford and several others. Ryan McDaniel is caught up in it. Justin Swafford, John Scheiderick, Russell Worth. And what a pileup in the infield after lap 1. Tyler Ott also caught up in it. Several drivers try to avoid it, but all at the same time they end up in the infield. Whipple is caught up in it. Ryan McDaniel on pit road. Couple of cars already in for repairs. The caveat to tonight is the fact that these guys have 2 fast repairs tonight. I think Pudge may have been expecting an early one. Jeremy Edwards in the lead. The lucky driver in this one was Brandon Newby. He picked up 11 spots. Darren Silva, no slouch, picks up 9 spots. Paulo Anacito up to 7th after picking up 8 spots. Aaron Brill makes it through clean, up 9 spots. Jarrett Woodard picks up 5. Joshua Friel picking up 6 spots. Swafford and Morgan. Blake Viken all starting further back now. Viken in 14th. Swafford in 15th. Morgan will be, it looks like, in 16th. Ryan McDaniel dropping back to 17th. Trying to look and see. No, McDaniel's car is fully repaired. And I would expect a single file restart on this. Lights still on as everybody cycles in and out of pit road. Richie Joplin now in 2nd. Clay Kirchenbauer in 3rd. Pudge in 4th. Russell Worth comes out on top on that mess. He is in 5th. DP Riggins, Paul Anacito, Brian Newitt, Brandon Newby, and Aaron Brill rounding out your top 10. Ryan McDaniel came back down pit road for a moment. Did a 31-second stop. I do not believe he used a fast repair here. Looks like he had the team just manually repair it. Looks like minimal damage to the right front. Starting at the back of the field shouldn't make a huge difference. He'll be able to draft his way forward. Hanging on to that fast repair here early might be a good idea. Lights are out on the pace car. They are going to go side by side for the restart. Jeremy Edwards will be in control of the restart on lap 6. Jeremy Edwards leads them through 3 and 4. Pace car about to drop in. Pace car is in. Edwards leads them down toward the start-finish line. Here we go. He's in the zone. They fire. Green flag back in the air. DP Riggins up on the high side trying to make his way forward. Russell Worth on the bottom trying to hold him off. Clay Kirchenbauer starting to make a move up on the high side. He's going to come by Richie Joplin. Oh, a little bobble looks like, but Richie keeps his foot in it. Clay keeps his foot in it. He manages to get by Richie and now is going to the lead. Clay Kirchenbauer gets a 2 for 1. Meanwhile, Brandon Newby back in 7th place, just set the fastest lap so far. Paulo Aniceto looks under DP Riggins now. That's the move for 5th place. Newby closes right up to their bumper. Russell Worth out there alone for the moment, but Blake Viken and Jarrett Woodard are coming forward. Points leader Justin Swafford now back up into 12th. Oh! Swafford in the wall. Caution. And Ryan McDaniel is caught up again. Swafford up on the high side, gets the bump. I stand corrected. McDaniel makes it by. That was, I do believe, John Scheidrich. Oh, Scheidrich does get involved. As they stack up there on the front straightaway. Oh, Scheidrich just gets smacked from the side, just barely gets the inside wall. Brian Hewitt, the other car involved in that incident. Heavy damage to that car. Ryan McDaniel did make it through that one clean. Clay Kirchenbauer continues to lead. We've got cars coming in. Jeremy Edwards, Pudge, DP Riggins, Russell Worth, Tyler Ott, Justin Swafford is in, Aaron Brill. Swafford we knew was going to come in. A lot of damage. Brill's got some as well. Colby Whipple is in. Ryan McDaniel is in. He's going to try and get some more of his damage repaired. Clay Kirchenbauer stays out with Richie Joplin, Paulo Aniceto, Brandon Newby, and Blake Viken. Viken involved in that first caution, trying to make his way back towards the front. They've only been out there for 11 laps. I can't see many of these drivers getting 4-tire. I stand corrected. Pudge gets 4 tires. Jeremy Edwards, DP Riggins, Tyler Ott, Aaron Brill. All get 4 tires on that stop. Lance Spawnberg has some right side damage on his car. Darren Silva is the lucky dog, but he is blinking. Pudge was also blinking earlier on. It looks like that issue has settled down without the stream running. Hopefully his connection will remain strong. Richie Joplin struggled with these cars early on in the season. He's obviously gotten something figured out the last few weeks. Got himself up to 8th in points. 9th place in points. Dean Webb not in the field tonight. Jacob Morgan came in tonight 6th in points. He is looking to break into that top 5. Currently sits in 8th place right now. Needs to get up past Pudge, Blake Viken, Clay Kirchenbauer to have any shot at it. Could tonight be the night that Jacob Morgan in the 24 car goes back to victory lane? Lights are out on the pace car. They stack back up side by side. Clay Kirchenbauer, Richie Joplin on the front row. Paulo Inesito, Brandon Newby on the second. Blake Veek and Jarrett Woodard round out the third row. Joshua Friel, Jacob Morgan, Brian Hewitt, and Justin Swafford round out your top 10. Pudge currently sitting in 11th. Everybody stacked back up on the back straightaway. Clay Kirchenbauer will control the restart once he is in the zone. Pace car is in. Kirchenbauer in control. They're in the zone. Here we go. He fires. Green flag in the air. Clay gets a good jump on the field as they head off towards turn 1. All 21 cars still out on track. Jarrett Woodard has made his way up into 6th place, up 11 spots, as we've got Richie Joplin going for the lead. Brandon Newby right behind. Richie's got the inside going to turn 1, but Clay is sending it, and he made the pass for the lead on the high side, but it looks like Richie's going to get it. And Richie Joplin goes to the lead for the first time tonight. Paulo Aniceto is now up into third as he comes by Newby. Viken has made his way back up to fifth. Woodard holds on to sixth, but Jacob Morgan looking low. Justin Swafford fighting his way back towards the front. Swafford now up to eighth, but Jeremy Edwards just set the fastest lap of the race. The top two in points at eighth and ninth. A lot of side-by-side action. Hollow on the high side trying to clear Viken for third. Jared Woodard still holds on to fifth. Morgan in sixth. Points leader Swafford now up into seventh. Jeremy Edwards up to eighth. And Pudge is struggling here on this restart. He has dropped all the way back into 16th. Restarted in 11th. He has got a long way to go. Viken has cleared Paulo now after that extended battle between these two. Paulo Aniceto now in fourth and Jared Woodard up to fifth. Jacob Morgan doing everything he can to fight his way into that championship battle at Homestead next week. Joshua Friel on an awesome run tonight, up to ninth. Tyler Ott currently sitting in 10th. And Newby is fading after battling in the top three. He's back to 11th. DP Riggins, Russell Worth, Colby Whipple, Aaron Brill, 11th or 12th through 15th at the moment as they try and close back in on the leaders. And let's see if we can see what the heck happened to Pudge right after that restart. Oh, Pudge wicked loose right in front of DP Riggins. Manages to save the car. That was a really impressive save by Pudge. Clay Kirchenbauer has gotten back past Richie Joplin, reclaimed the lead. Clay right up on that wall. Richie trying to come back on the bottom. Blake Viken looking like he might make it 3 wide here. And Justin Swafford continues his march. After being involved in that first caution, coming to pit road under that second caution, he continues to fight his way back up into fifth. But Jeremy Edwards, the same caution, the same pit stops. Edwards now up here battling for fifth. Jacob Morgan currently holds on to seventh. He has to keep Pudge behind him. After that incident, Pudge is in 13th. This is Jacob's only chance to get into the top 5 if he can keep Pudge back there. Pudge not one to give up though. DP Riggins just ahead of Pudge in 12th. Newby in 11th. Tyler Ott in 10th. And Blake Viken has gone by and taken the lead. Blake Viken out for bonus points tonight as well. Came in tonight 4th in points. Trying to make sure he secures his position. Paulo Aniceto in the wall. Swafford looks on the high side on Inesito. Richie down on the ball. Wow, what a run into turn one. Viken has the lead. Clay in second, battling with Jeremy Edwards. Swafford now back into fourth. Paulo Inesito in fifth. Richie Joplin back to sixth, and Jacob Morgan continues fighting forward up to seventh. Pudge has caught up to DP Riggins. And DP just 2.5 seconds back. That field got split when Pudge got loose. Now they're trying to charge their way back up, and guess what? They are gaining 2.25 seconds behind Jared Woodard. Tyler Ott currently in ninth. Joshua Friel having a great night tonight. Up to eighth. And Morgan, wow, he has got a great seat on Jacob Morgan's nose cam here going into turn three. Paulo on the high side. Somebody clips the wall there, gives it a little kiss. Down that front straightaway towards turn one. They are using every bit of this track here tonight. And Morgan continuing to reel them in. Meanwhile, Jeremy Edwards, having gone to the lead, has pulled a 0.6 of a second gap now on Clay Kirchenbauer and is pulling away as he gets into lap traffic. Edwards coming by Brian Hewitt. Hewitt staying low. Clay Kirchenbauer may have just clipped the wall as Swafford looks for second. Might want to turn that AC down just a little bit, Kevin. Blake Viken currently runs in fourth, Richie in fifth. Paulo Inesito still in sixth. Jacob Morgan still in seventh. Pudge now up to 11th as him and DP have caught this group. Pudge now on the back bumper of Jarrett Woodard, and we're starting to see those 11-lap fresher tires make one heck of a difference. DP also has those fresher tires as he looks under Jarrett Woodard. Blake Viken is on pit road. The drivers can go 35 to 45 laps on a tank of fuel. I'm surprised to see with those pit lanes, or with those pace laps rather, I am really surprised to see anybody on pit road this early. Edwards pulling out to a 1 second lead over Kirchenbauer. Swafford into third. Richie Joplin in fourth. Paulo Inesito in fifth. Jacob Morgan in sixth. Look who's in seventh. He's cleared a bunch of traffic. Pudge is on the move. Despite that incident on the restart as Brandon Newby has completed his pit stop, despite that incident, after the restart, Pudge has charged his way back through this field. Jeremy Edwards continues to lead and extend that lead now 1 1/4 seconds over Clay Kirchenbauer. Swafford, the points leader, all over the bumper. Richie Joplin in 4th. Paulo Inesito having a great night, holding on to 5th at the moment. Pudge back there in 7th is gaining ground on Jacob Morgan and Paulo Inesito. DP Riggins clears a ton of traffic. He's up to 8th. Tyler Ott in 9th. Joshua Friel sitting in 10th. Jarrett Woodard still holding on back in 11th. And Aaron Brill, who was caught in that second caution, he has moved his way back up into 12th. Hey, good evening, David. Good evening, Robert. How you guys doing tonight? Jeremy continuing to extend his lead as now Swafford has gotten by Kirchenbauer for 2nd place. Clay in 3rd, Richie in 4th. And I have to wonder about Blake Viken's strategy short pitting here. Clay Kirchenbauer has not been to pit road yet either. Brandon Newby has also completed his first green flag stop. Not sure if short pitting at Charlotte is the best idea, but we're going to find out. The top 2 did pit on lap 11 under that second caution. Clay Kirchenbauer, Richie Joplin have not been to pit road yet. Would expect Clay to go further than anybody as we've seen all season long. Robert, we confirmed earlier tonight is Richie Joplin's 109th birthday of 2023. I'd say he's doing pretty good for his age. Jacob Morgan has gotten by Paulo Inesito, now up into 5th. And Pudge has caught them both. Pudge looks to the high side on Paulo. Paulo Inesito heads to pit road. And it looks like on lap 42, pit stops are underway. Now, how long can Clay and Richie go here? Ryan Hewitt, he got a little bit of the grass there. He is back out on track. Now Joshua Friel is on pit road. Robert, I would not have made it 4 miles. I might have made it a mile before my whole body just quit. Tyler Ott now on pit road. How much longer can Clay and Richie stretch the fuel? Clay said he'd be a little bit more aggressive tonight, but would still be his usual self. We'll see if this strategy will pay off. Richie Joplin also still out. Jarrett Woodard, the only other car in the top 10 right now who has not been to pit road tonight. You have to wonder, knowing that next week is a championship battle, what will the Nowski Nation come up with for the next season? And all I got to say is, please be Gen 4. We broadcast a Gen 4 League on Sunday nights. Several of the Nowski Nation boys are in it. Starting at 9 Eastern, you're not going to want to miss that. That is some exciting racing as Pudge is in, DP is in, Jarrett Woodard is in, Clay is in. Richie Joplin is still out on track and still in the top 5 as Jacob Morgan has now moved up into 3rd. Jeremy Edwards still out. Jeremy Edwards and Justin Swafford both pitted on lap 11. Is Richie Joplin trying to split the race? If he can stay in the top 5 until he comes to pit road and only make one stop tonight, he's only got to make it another 2 laps. Could Richie Joplin sneak away with this one on his 109th birthday of 2023? Pudge back out off pit road, currently in 7th. Blake Viken in 6th. The top 5 have not completed their green flag stops. Everybody behind them has. Keeping a close eye here on Richie Joplin. Can he split this race in half? No, he's coming in. He's definitely going to have an extra set of tires here in the late race if a late race caution comes out. And Pudge is back on pit road. We'll have to watch and see. Did Pudge get a penalty of some kind? See what happens with Pudge here as he hits pit road. The car has not gone up. Pudge is getting a penalty. Richie Joplin on his way back out. Jeremy Edwards, the top 4 still have not pitted. Edwards, Swafford, and Brill pitted on lap 11. Morgan pitted on lap 3. Jacob Morgan is in. Blake Viken currently sits in 5th and is closing in on the leader to unlap himself. If Edwards were to get a caution right now, he would trap a lot of cars a lap down. Along with Justin Swafford and Aaron Brill. Aaron Brill is back on pit road. Pudge is back out on track. He was on pit road in the pit box for 30 seconds. And that could have huge. Jeremy Edwards is coming in. Pudge's pit stop could have huge implications going into the championship race. Jacob Morgan came in tonight 6th in points, 33 points behind Pudge. Jacob currently runs 13th. Pudge in 17th. Justin Swafford is coming to pit road. And I do believe that is going to cycle the pit stops around. And Blakey Pooh Snickerdoodle Boo Boo is going to be the leader. Jeremy Edwards has had a problem. No caution. Jeremy trying to come back up to speed, get back out on track. Gets loose as he exits pit road. He buries it in the pit road wall. Justin Swafford has come out of pit road. Blake Veakin came in tonight in fourth place in points. 10 points behind Clay Kirchenbauer. Kirchenbauer currently in second. The only two championship contenders that have not had a problem yet. Actually, Justin Swafford has not had any issues yet either. But Pudge and Nowski, Jeremy Edwards, both major issues here tonight. Hey, thanks for the like, John. Blake Veakin now in second. Clay Kirchenbauer has taken the lead. Veakin stopped on lap 32. Kirchenbauer stopped on lap 46. Clay definitely has the freshest tires, and it is showing he is already checked out. Paulo Anacito now in third place. DP in fourth. Richie Joplin in fifth. Jacob Morgan currently sitting in sixth. Pudge still back in 17th. Jacob Morgan may just be able to get into the top 5 and into the championship battle next week at Homestead. Clay's lead already up to 3 seconds over Blake. Paulo Anacito in third, 2.5 seconds back, is running Veakin down quickly, but DP Riggins is running him down. DP now in fourth. Richie Joplin has come back. He's going to try and get by Jacob Morgan. Brian Hewitt just ahead, holds up Jacob, able to use him as a pick. DP Riggins gets by Paulo. He is now up to third. Does he have the speed to run down the 2.25 second gap on Blake Veakin? Points leader Justin Swafford now up to 7th, trying to run down Richie Joplin. Joshua Friel continues to have a great night here tonight. He currently runs in 8th place, up 11 spots. Tyler Ott in 9th, Jarrett Woodard in 10th. Jeremy Edwards, after that massive incident coming off pit road, currently sits in 16th. 2nd place in points. 5th place in points, sitting 16th and 17th. As they run right now, Clay Kirchenbauer would pull in to second in the points. Caution! Brian Hewitt, Joshua Friel involved. Hewitt just bounces off the wall and collects Friel. See if we can take another look. Did Hewitt just push into the wall? What the heck happened? Looks like Hewitt was trying to get as close to the wall as possible, let the lead lap cars by, bounces off the wall just a bit, gets Friel in chaos. Clay Kirchenbauer at the front waiting on the pace car, it looks like. Meanwhile, the rest of the leaders on pit road. Here comes the pace car now. And here comes all the other leaders off pit road. This is going to hurt. Clay is going to lose a ton of track position on pit road due to a glitch. Blake Viken has already completed his stop in second place. Working our third caution of the night on lap 62. Clay Kirchenbauer now in. He's going to bring a few cars with him, but those are lap down cars. After Clay's strategy played out perfectly, ended up with a 3-second lead before this caution came out. He'll be restarting behind the 8 ball for sure. John Scheiderick also in. Jeremy Edwards and Nowski have put themselves in position to get the wave around and get back on the lead lap. Both drivers, though, have to hope for a quick caution to be able to get tires and fuel to make it to the end. Richie Joplin sits in third. Paulo Aniceto currently running in fourth. The points leader has worked his way back to fifth. DP Riggins coming back to sixth. Tyler Ott currently in seventh. Woodard in eighth. Colby Whipple in ninth. Aaron Brill was in 10th. He's coming back down pit road to top off on fuel. That's going to put Clay Kirchenbauer back up into 10th. The cars get waved around, putting Jeremy Edwards and Pudge back on the lead lap, but at the tail on old tires and definitely not enough fuel to go the distance. Meanwhile, Blake Viken and Jacob Morgan will stack up side by side for the restart. Richie Joplin, Paulo Aniceto will have the second row. Swafford and Riggins on the third. Tyler Ott, Jarrett Woodard, Colby Whipple, and Clay Kirchenbauer rounding out your top 10. Everybody back on pretty much the same tire strategy. Pace car is in. Viken in control, fires, green flag in the air. Richie Joplin has a run underneath Jacob Morgan for second now. Morgan jumps down to the bottom line to hold third. DP Riggins trying to make up some ground on the high side, but Justin Swafford gets into fifth. DP looks back down to the bottom though. DP has looked fast all night long, and he is coming by the points leader. Clay Kirchenbauer, who restarted in 10th after a glitch meant he could not pit with the rest of the lead lap cars, has already fought his way back up into 7th. Clay currently runs in 7th, came into tonight 3rd in points. Jeremy Edwards came into tonight 2nd in points, currently runs in 12th on old tires. Clay Kirchenbauer just set the fastest lap of the race as he tries to claim 2nd in points, but we have got a 3-4-5 car battle going on here for the lead. Clay almost making it 3 wide on the high side. Clay gets the big run on Jacob Morgan into 1. Swafford coming down, nowhere to go. They're 3 wide off 2. Oh, Morgan gets into Swafford. Everybody holds on to it. And Clay Kirchenbauer wins that 3-wide battle, but Morgan is on the way back. Swafford and Anacito battling it out back behind with DP Riggins lurking. And Blake Viken trying to check out. Clay Kirchenbauer, Jacob Morgan continue to fight. Jacob Morgan doing exactly what he needs to do tonight to stay in the, or to get himself into the championship hunt next week. The top 5 in points after tonight will be the top 5, or will be the 5 cars in the championship battle next week. And the other 20 cars on the track will just be in the way for those 5 drivers as they go for that title. Richie Joplin came in tonight 8th in points. It's a long shot for him to get in. But if he pulls off the win here, could he do it? Especially with Edwards and Pudge having problems. Edwards currently running in 12th, Pudge in 13th. They got their lap back on that last caution, but were unable to get to pit road, so old tires. Richie Joplin is looking for the lead on Blake Viken. Clay and Jacob Morgan still battling it out. Clay comes out in 3rd. Paulo Anacito, don't count him out yet. Swafford, DP Riggins continue to battle. 25 laps to go. All the drivers pitted on lap 64. A few came back down pit road or pitted later, like Clay Kirchenbauer, who pitted on lap 65. Aaron Brill also pitted on lap 65, and yes, there is a fuel mileage question here. "35 laps was what these drivers said in pre-race they could go. A few of them were able to stretch it. Hey, good evening, Bubba. How are you doing tonight, buddy? Jacob Morgan looks back down to the bottom. He's going back to third. Clegg has a problem off 4. Paulo gets by. Swafford gets by. DP looks low. Swafford jumping to the high side now. Clay comes back by. Swafford almost got to go 3 wide to get off 2. Oh, Bubba, you showed up just in time, buddy. Richie Joplin looking low, looking high, looking for any way past Blake Beacon. And they are side by side as Morgan closes in. Richie starts to pull the nose ahead, but off turn 2, the momentum goes to Beacon on the high side. Clay Kirchenbauer, after losing a ton of spots, has gone back to 5th. Paulo Anacito still... Oh, Clay gets the wall again. Swafford looks low. He's going to start to pull back under. DP right there. Colby Whipple coming forward with Tyler Ott. Jarrett Woodard in the top 10. Jeremy Edwards still holding on to 12th. Pudge has drifted back to 14th. It has been great. Jacob Morgan has taken the lead. Let's see Morgan's pass for the lead as Richie Joplin and Blake Beacon. Oh, they touch in the middle of 3 and 4. Beacon goes up. Morgan sends it on the bottom. And if you missed a moment of this racing, don't forget you can find it on our YouTube channel later this evening. You can find the whole season of the Judgment Day series and all the previous Nowski Nation series there as well. Clay Kirchenbauer has started to make his comeback. Now up to 3rd. Beacon in 2nd, trying to get back to the lead. Justin Swafford has made his way to 4th. Richie Joplin drops back to 5th, but he is not done fighting yet. Paulo Anacito in 6th. DP Riggins in 7th. Tyler Ott in 8th. Colby Whipple in 9th. Jarrett Woodard sits 10th. Joshua Friel, after the incident getting hit earlier on, has managed to continue to come back. Currently running in 11th. Jeremy Edwards in 12th. Aaron Brill in 13th. This could be a heartbreaking night for 14th place, Pudge. Pudge came in tonight 5th in points on that bubble for the championship race next week. He knew he needed a good race, and the one thing he really needed to do was keep Jacob Morgan behind him. That's going to be a problem. Morgan in the lead. Robert, I did catch Richie a bit sideways. Kevin, stay safe tonight, buddy. Viken and Kirchenbauer still battling it out. It is exactly what Morgan needs to see. And look at this. Richie Joplin, Justin Swafford are going at it again. Swafford comes out on top and DP Riggins waiting to pounce. Swafford gets the wall. DP Riggins has been lurking all night. I think he has something else left in that car. Especially with these two banging doors. Richie Joplin finally clears Swafford. Now does DP have something for the top 5? How much does he save? Clay way up the track. Did he kiss the wall that time? I think the right rear might have just given it a little love tap. I think you're right. 109 birthday cakes this year. Probably too much cake for Richie. He's getting a little too excited. Got a bit of a sugar rush going on as DP Riggins gets to the outside. Paulo Aniceto had been losing ground to the leaders, but since this battle is going on, he is reeling them back in. Jacob Morgan out front by 0.7 of a second over Blake Viken. Kirchenbauer in third, battles with points leader Justin Swafford. Richie Joplin, DP Riggins, Paulo Aniceto, all right there. Blake Viken has some clean track between him and Morgan, but is not making up very much ground. A couple hundredths of a second a lap. But if he gets within about half a second, he will start pulling some draft off of Morgan. Will he have used up his tires trying to get to him? Swafford is cleared now into third. Clay trying to fight back past Richie. DP now having to deal with Paulo Aniceto. Paulo's not done yet. He reeled these boys in. Now he's going to show them what he's got. Last time by, Jacob Morgan kicked it up a notch. He pulled 1/10 of a second. Now back to 0.7 of a second on Blake Viken. 9 laps to go. Swafford now in third. Richie Joplin in fourth. Clay Kirchenbauer in fifth. Paulo Aniceto to sixth. DP Riggins in seventh. Tyler Ott in eighth. Colby Whipple up to ninth. Jarrett Woodard in 10th. Joshua Friel in 11th. Pudge is on pit road. We've got cars in for fuel. Darren Silva is in. Would expect to see Jeremy Edwards in for fuel before this thing is over. Jacob Morgan has started pulling away almost 0.9 of a second. Viken now has to worry because Swafford is gaining. Pudge on his way off pit road. And that stop could have brought the end to any hope of Pudge battling in next week's race for the title. Six laps to go. 1.1 second lead. Jacob Morgan came into tonight 33 points behind Pudge. Pudge currently sits in 16th. Jacob Morgan has led laps. Pudge has not. That's going to give Morgan an X. Oh! Pudge in the wall! Great save by Pudge, not getting into Jacob. 4 laps to go. If Jacob wins this, doing some quick math, he is in the championship 5. Pudge goes by on fresh tires. Jacob Morgan has a 1 1/4 second lead on Blake Viken. Swafford 3rd, Richie in 4th, Paulo in 5th. Clay may have used up the car. He is back to 6th. Jeremy Edwards, the other driver in the top 5, currently sits in 12th. He is going to lose a lot here tonight as Blake Viken will close that gap. Two laps to go. It has been quite a while since we saw Morgan in victory lane. He had so many close calls in the Truck Series. He had so many close calls in the Legacy Series. And he has been so close to victory lane this season. White flag is in the air. Can he get it done here tonight? Get the win and put himself into the Championship 5 for next week at Homestead. And here he comes. Jacob Morgan finally does it. He wins at Charlotte. Blake Viken comes home in 2nd. Justin Swafford comes home in 3rd. What a race. I don't even have the words. Great job to everybody. Steve, you missed out. I already said it without you reminding me tonight. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Swafsky. Hey, Swafsky, it's Doug. You got me?
10-4.
Hey, that was a great comeback. You obviously had a hot rod tonight.
Man, when I used my fast repairs right off the bat, I was just driving angry out there.
It looks like that pays off. You might want to have somebody punch you in the face before the next week.
I mean, heck, I might just fight with my wife beforehand, too. We'll see what happens.
I've been there, buddy. It doesn't work. Man, that was an awesome race, an awesome comeback. You were obviously locked in, but you get up there and get the podium finish. How are you feeling now about your chances at Homestead?
Man, we'll really have to see because Homestead is such a unique track. You know, you can run high, you can run low, you can run wherever it's comfortable for you. So it's really going to come down to the driver and who can drive that track the best, who can save tire, and who can really return the laps.
Well, man, I have to say it has been an awesome season. You're definitely the regular season champ. You have dominated all season long. A podium tonight. Good luck next week, and congratulations.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks for doing this all year for us, and congrats to Jacob for the win.
Swafsky comes home in 3rd. Blakey Poo Snickerdoodle Doo-Doo Boo-Boo, comes home in 2nd, and it looked for a while like you might got the victory, but at least you got the parking job.
Yeah, I think I could have may have hold him off if Richie didn't run me up the track a little bit, but that's just hard racing for the win there.
Man, you guys were side by side. You and Richie had probably, we had a lot of great battles out there, but you and Richie's battle tonight was definitely epic. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. It was just two different kind of driving styles. I think I was getting in a little softer and he getting out harder than he was, but it was fun.
Well, man, you guys put on a great show. You obviously locked yourself into the Championship 5, and, man, on to Homestead.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a fun race.
It definitely is, man. Congratulations. What an awesome race. Great finish, buddy.
Thank you.
I have been waiting all season long, multiple close calls. And I have to say, he always drives my favorite paint schemes. It is about time, Jacob Morgan, it's about damn time you got the victory lane, buddy.
I know that's right, man. I drove my race tonight, Daddy.
You
And I
definitely
caused the big
did.
one at the beginning. I felt so bad for everyone. And I just drove that thing, man.
Oh, you definitely did, man. That was an awesome race. After that first incident, you still managed to come back. You come through the field, and man, once you got out there into clean air, it looked like the car was just not great in the draft, but as soon as you got clean air, you were gone.
Yeah, I could stick that bottom pretty good. You had to get your left sides in that paint, man, to get some good grip down there.
It definitely worked, and I did some quick math on the last couple of laps, and I do believe you knocked Pudge out of the Championship 5. You're going to Homestead to battle for the title.
Yeah, man, it was a do or die here tonight.
Well, you definitely did it tonight, buddy. I am so happy for you. I'll let you know tomorrow which car you need to drive next week, because obviously I tell you what to drive. It's brought you some good luck.
Yeah, man, I've been sticking to it, man. I might as well.
Well, great job tonight, buddy. Congratulations. You're in the championship battle, and finally back to victory lane.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. This is my first time in Victory Lane in the Cup Series, so that's pretty cool.
That is, man. Congratulations, buddy. Long overdue.
Thank you, brother.
Jacob Morgan finally gets the victory here at Charlotte. Wow, what a finish. Jessica cheering him on, congratulating him for what was an awesome win. An awesome season has led to this. 5 drivers will go. The field will pull up at Homestead next week, but only 5 drivers will battle for the championship. And as of right now, it looks like that's going to be Justin Swafford, Jeremy Edwards, Clay Kirchenbauer, Blake Viken, and Jacob Morgan. Wow, what an awesome night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to go get some oxygen now. I definitely need it. Great job to all the drivers. Thank you all so much. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Don't forget to follow. Make sure your notifications are turned on. You never know when we're going to hop in and have a stream on the weekend. Sunday morning, GT3 NSS is back with some of the Nowski drivers. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night, everybody.